Okay, so now I'm gonna be teaching you, ignore this, we're just gonna name this. So I'm gonna be teaching you variables of printing. I'm gonna teach you variables and variable modification, which would be add, subtract, multiply, divide, percent, and dot. So, well, this doesn't really count. So basically, let's start with printing. So what is printing? So print is a function, meaning that it does an action. So you can put in here print false. You want to print false, which false is basically no, and in the output it will give you this right here. It will give you false, right? So wait, let me just, so false, it'll give you that, and then you want to print, for example, false as a string. Like you want to print, literally you want to print false, it'll give you false. Wait, well, not that type of false. Like if you want to print this false as a boolean, there's this, so that's like no, that's yes or no, yes or no. Boolean is a yes or no, but you want to print false. So for example, this is not false. So remember, in booleans you can do true or false. Wait, let me close this. Okay, so you can do true. So you can do true or false. Ignore that in the background. So this is basically no. So true is yes and false is no. Take it as this. So for example, that's that. All right. So now let's move on to variables. Okay. So how do you make a variable? You make a variable by putting local. It's always local. And then you can put foo. So foo is our variable. So foo, we can then just leave it like this, right? So we can then modify it for foo, and we can put an equals to a number. So foo equals to 10. So now this is not only variable modification, we can also do this, and we can also map the round foo, and yeah, we can do a lot of stuff with it since it is a number. But what we can also do is we can modify, meaning that we can, for example, as we said earlier, we can print foo minus foo divided by 2. What this will return is foo, which is 10, minus foo, which is 10 divided by 2. So this should return us 5 and 5. So here, let me just replace this with my bed, just so. So foo. You can also, when you're declaring the variable, you can also do, for example, number, or you can also put false, or you can put true. So why would you use true? So for example, you want to do, this is just very complex right now, you don't know how to do this, but if foo then, so this means if foo equals to true then, so for example, you want to shoot, you can do the action, then here's the action. So that's some use case. So then you can also do like click equals to false. So meaning that you're not clicking anymore. So you're telling the game that you're not clicking anymore, and you can then use that to compare it and see if the player can click and do an action, etc. You can also print, and also something I'm gonna teach you is type of. Right, so you have type of. This type of will return you the type of the value you're putting. So for example, foo. What is foo? I want to print foo. Let me just. So we have print type of foo. It will print number, because as you can see here, it is a number. So next time I'll teach you more methods. So for example, we can do foo to the second power, which is, I forgot to put it, which is this exponentiation, which means you can exponentiate your number by the number you want to exponentiate. Alright, so foo to the second power, meaning that foo times foo, or we can do foo times foo times foo times foo. Or let's put ourselves in a happy situation and do math.round. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. Let's not do that. So let's do foo times, to the power of 10 times 7 divided by 5. So meaning that foo will be to the power, so foo will be to 10 times 7 divided by 5, meaning that this will return 35. So foo times foo times foo times foo times foo until we multiply foo by itself 35 times. So this should return us, yeah, some big number. So yeah, you can do that, which this means multiply, right? And this means divide, so we can do foo divided by foo. So we can also do foo 2 equals to 2. Let's just remove this for now. So 4, foo 2 equals to 4. So now we set that, so we can do foo divided by foo 2. Or you can also do foo minus foo 2. Or you can also do foo plus foo 2. Or you can do foo percent foo 2, which would return something very weird. But yeah, whatever. It would return foo divided by foo, which would be 2, blah blah blah. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for variables and printing. And if you want to modify a variable, you can do foo equals to 20, or you can do local any name. Like this can be any name. This can be any name, right? Any name you want in the world, you can do this. Just make sure to not name this, for example, function or print or local or load string or type or type of, or I don't know, I don't say print, or like you can't be naming it something that already exists, okay? Because it'll like look local equals to local. So if we do this, it'll return us a funny error, which will say nothing. It'll print us nothing. So let me see if this prints. So another use case of print is, for example, you have an error, local e blah blah blah. So if e then, so this means if e equals to true, then we can print. So printing is basically to check if the line, this line runs. So if this line doesn't run, it means everything below line 23 won't run. So you can see this won't run. I'll teach you the next one. So you can use print for debugging, as it is, yeah, pretty good, I would say. It is, yeah, pretty good, and you can use it for debugging. So that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, something else. So yeah, okay, so you can also do this, and this is the part, right? So I'm gonna teach you also indexation. So indexation means when you put a 3D object or an object that is on the Explorer, you put it with a variable. Local, let's say part, equals to game.workspace, wait for child, or let's just do part. So this means part is equal to this part. So game, which is like the whole Explorer, dot workspace, meaning the workspace, dot part. Meaning that this is going to get this. You can also do this. You can also do that, which isn't really, like, right now isn't really good. But you can use it for certain things. Like, wait, oh, I did it wrong. So you can put this, and this will work, meaning that it's exactly the same, just different way. Just like if your part has spaces or something, but you can use that, and you can modify the part. So for example, part dot color 3 color, or let's say part dot brick color, let's say part dot transparency equals to 1. So you can see, well, the part didn't, yeah, blah blah. My studio is bugging right now, but this is basically part index 8 of my bad. So that's why, okay, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, you can check this. You can see part transparency equals to 1. Right now it's 0. So when the script runs, it will set the transparency to 1. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can also set, for example, the position part dot position equals to vector 3, which is basically the coordinates you want it to be. So for example, we 2 2 2, which means the position of the part is in vectors, meaning that it is in a position. So for example, if I set it to 2 2 2 2, as we did earlier, it'll set it here. So this will basically do that. And E equals to false, yeah, blah blah. So let's do a little recap before we finish the video. Here. So wait, you can see right here. Right here you can see all of these types. So you have an instance, vector 3, math, C-frame, coroutine, string, color 3, part, workspace, time, table, foo. This is also number, random, secret, vector. There's a ton of things this can be. A ton of things a type. So let's just indexation means an instance. So an instance is, this is an instance. What is the instance? It is a starter player, class name, starter player. Then it has a name, which I can change. Oh, here. Yeah, starter. Let me not change that since that's pretty core. And for example, this is a starter player characteristics scripts. This is a sound service. This is a script. This is a part. This is a replicate first. This is a terrain. This is a camera. And you can do, that's basically instance. An instance, yeah, it's that. Then a table, I can't really teach that, but a table is basically a pair of numbers, a pair of values inside of. So imagine this, you want your variable to not just have four. You want it to have, for example, foo, you want it to have 4, sandwich, which you want it to have a hot dog, you want it to have false, and you want it to have, I don't know, a game dot workspace dot part. Yeah, there, part. So what you can do is now foo is an instance, meaning that foo, we can access foo dot 1. Well, no, we're not doing that right now, but foo dot 1. See? Or you can also do, for example, st equals to string. String. See? You can do this. Oh wait, no, never mind. So foo, we can do foo 1. Foo, so we can do print foo and then 1, which means the index. The index is basically like the value. So for example, this is index 1, this is index 2, 3, 4. They are separated by comma, or well, you can also use this, but I mostly just use this for that. And you can basically index 1, so print, we're gonna do 4 times 8 to the power of 80 to the power of 6 minus 100 divided by 200. So let's see what this prints. This should print a pretty big number. This is inf, obviously, because well, already it is a pretty big number. So maybe we want to reduce that. Inf, still inf. Hold up. Also, one thing is that the output will also always give you the line this was made from. Okay. So for example, this is 18. Let me just remove this. So times 8 to the power of 6. Right, so have 104,000. And before that, we can also print full 1. What is the value of, I don't know, full 3, for example. Let's say what is full 3? Hot dog. So means we're accessing the third value. So that's pretty much it, right, for this video. I hope you learned something new, because on next episode we will be covering more complex topics such as functions, ifs. Just stay tuned, and we'll also be making, well, I'll be making tutorials on how to make like actual like stuff, like not just how to teach you how to script, but for example, let's say a combat system or a movement system. I'll be doing that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, I'm Daniel.